Live on a sunny, gorgeous, hot summer, even though it's not officially summer yet, Thursday morning in Northeast Ohio. Welcome on into the bullpen. I'm Adam the Bull. He's Dustin Fox, and we've got plenty to get to today. Levi and Alex with us. Your first chance to answer some trivia questions here in the bullpen. We'll tell you about that later. But plenty to get to. The Guardians win again. We'll get to the Browns, and we'll get to the NBA as well. Dustin, what's going on?
Not too much. We first begin with a happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Adam the Bull. Happy birthday to you.
Yeah, thank you, my friend.
More.
Yeah, I need many more. 55.
Happy birthday, buddy. Happy birthday. It's a big one.
Yeah.
The double nickel, man.
I know. It's feels. I said to my wife, I said, it sounds old to me, 55. But
nah, relax.
I don't feel 55. I feel 45.
Yeah,
you know?
dude. You feel whatever you feel.
That's right.
I honestly, dude, you feel whatever you feel.
That's right.
I honestly, dude, I don't feel any older right now than I felt when I was in college. I feel young in the mind. I feel young with my body, and life's good, man.
Yeah, that's true. When we met, I had just turned 40. And now 15 years later, man. It's been 15 years almost. This August it'll be 15 years we've known each other.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. I remember the very first day we met in person when we took that little walk around the Halley Building garage and they were filming the Avengers movie.
Yeah, I had never been in downtown Cleveland before that, and you lived in Canton, so you didn't live. It wasn't like you were in downtown Cleveland very often, and we were like, "What is going on?" At first, I didn't realize there was a movie shoot, but it was crazy. Yeah,
insane. Yeah,
that was funny. Well, I appreciate it. It's weird to have my first birthday without my mom because I usually get the call first thing in the morning from her. So that was a little weird. My sister reached out to me though, which was nice, and I got a million texts from friends and family, so that was nice. But it's a little bittersweet. But I'm spending the day with my son. I was going to be on UCSS today, but Aaron wanted to do some things today, so I texted Mike. I said, let somebody take my spot today because I want to hang out with the family.
Nice.
For longer of the day.
Absolutely.
So,
no doubt.
So we got some fun things planned after the podcast this morning, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's get into some sports. I want to start with the finals. I know on yesterday's UCSS, I was like, I'm not going to watch it. I don't care. But I did watch the second half. I actually watched from after the Guardians game. I watched most of it. But I got to say, very impressive by the Knicks in the second half. They outscored the Spurs 57-40. And to get that road one win, I mean, listen, I'm certainly not saying the series is over because San Antonio is a good team. They just came back down 3-2 from Oklahoma City. But I think if the Knicks were going to win this series, they needed to win one of these two games on the road, just like we saw with the Cavs blew their opportunity in game one against the Knicks. Well, the Cavs, or the Knicks in this case, made the comeback and got the victory. That was an impressive second half by the Knicks.
It was. It's funny. I had I had a very busy day with my Dustin Fox competition with golf and tennis back to back.
How did you do, by the way?
Dude, it was an all-time great day for me. I was on a dopamine high for like 10 hours last night because we had a very unbelievable comeback in our golf match. We were down three holes with 4 holes to go. We were basically dormied, and we won the last 4 holes to win the match. And then I had to trunk slam to my tennis match, which was I had 20 minutes to get there. I got there. I lost the first set. I came back, won the second set, then won a third set tiebreaker. So I won 2 big matches, and our team got the win. It was great. Yeah. And then I get home, and I turn on the NBA Finals, and it was at one. I think it was like I want to say it was like 67-51.
Yeah,
the Spurs were up,
right?
And I was like, oh damn, blowout. And I hopped in the shower.
Yeah,
get out of the shower, and it's like an 8-point game. And then I had to jump in the car. I had to run down to Canton and grab my kids, and I'm listening to it on Sirius as I'm driving. And I get in the car, and it's like, Knicks are up 6.
Yeah, they turned it around in a hurry.
Brunson just went nuts.
Man, he is so good. He makes some of the toughest shots. It's unbelievable.
It reminds me, like, eerily similar to the way I feel, or felt, I should say, when Steph Curry used to shoot against us. Like, every shot, I'm like, oh, if he misses, I'm surprised.
Yeah.
That's like what it's kind of like. And I know he's not as good a shooter as Steph Curry. I get it. But he's having a magical run right now where he can't miss.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, he's been phenomenal. 30 points last night. He didn't shoot well from three. I mean, what's funny, the Knicks only shot 31% from three, but the Spurs were even worse. They were 26% from three. But he still finishes with 30. It's a weird game because Mike talked about, like, Josh, for the Knicks to win, Josh Hart's got to have a big game, and Josh Hart couldn't score. He had a big game in other ways. 15 rebounds. The guy, how tall is that guy? They get 15 rebounds.
I mean, the guy has either, a really kind of average night or goes nuts, man.
Yeah.
How many points did Hart have last night?
So Hart only had 3 points. He only made one shot, but he had 15 boards, 6 assists, 0 turnovers, 4 steals, and 1 block.
It's crazy.
He did everything but score.
Well, I know Towns got into some foul trouble, right? Because he was on the bench late in the game.
Right, but he still had 18 in 34 minutes and 12 rebounds for him.
But I'm saying, I'm guessing, I didn't see the first half, but I'm sure that, like, because Hart was being so physical and Wemby in the paint, like, Hart had opportunities for a ton of rebounds last night. And the Knicks shoot a ton of threes too. So I mean, those are long rebounds, and Hart obviously gets a lot of those on the perimeter.
Yeah. And Wemby did not shoot well. He was 6 of 21 from the field, 2 of 9 from 3. Now, Brunson was 2 of 9 from 3, but he's better from 2 than Wemby. Wemby finishes with 26 and 12, but he had 6 turnovers.
Dude, the Spurs took the lead with like 3 minutes to go, 95-94 or whatever it was. They, a 1-point lead. And I don't think they scored again the rest of the 3 minutes. Like the final, whatever it was, they didn't score.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
Let me. I want to bring it up because I think you're right. I don't think they did score after that.
I think they were up 95-94, and then Brunson hit a 3 to go up 97-95, and then it ends up 105-95.
Yeah,
is that right?
Let's see. It was 94-90 Spurs, 94-92, 94-93. Yeah. The Spurs were up. Wemby hit 2 free throws that put him up 95-94. Yes, and
they didn't score.
Right, you're right. Brunson hit the 3. Then Bridges got fouled, made both his free throws. Then Brunson made another bucket. Then Anunoby got fouled. He made both free throws. Anunoby got fouled again, made 2 free throws. The Spurs just kept missing shots, so they turned the ball over a couple times. They missed a couple of threes down the stretch. They couldn't make a basket. Yeah.
Did you get screwed with? No, you have YouTube, but the DirecTV people got screwed last night.
Oh, what happened? I didn't even realize that.
Because there's a dispute with DirecTV and ABC, which is, I guess, Disney or another one of these deals where they blacked it out for the finals.
That's
people
terrible.
Were going nuts. I mean, I feel so bad for people who couldn't watch the finals last night.
Yeah,
we were fine because I have YouTube, but
me too. Yeah,
like my brother couldn't watch it, and.
Well, why didn't you just download YouTube TV, even if you only pay for it for a month?
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't have a money problem.
Listen, you want to call my brother and try to talk him into something? Go ahead. I like where my relationship's at with him right now. I don't need him mad at me about something else.
Let's go. Pay for that YouTube. I think you get it free for a week.
I don't suggest anything to my brother anymore.
Nothing. Just let him do his thing.
Just let him do his thing.
Yeah. All right, but anyway, so the Knicks take a 1-0 lead. Game 2 is Friday, I think, right? Isn't it Friday?
Yes.
Yeah. All right, let's talk a little baseball before we get to the Browns because great job by the Guardians. Coming off their first bad week in a while. They had a bad weekend against Boston. We talked about this series with the Yankees. They win the first 2. They beat the Yankees 9-4 on Tuesday, and then yesterday they win it 5-4 in what was a highlight pitching matchup. And neither pitcher was great. Neither was terrible, but Gavin Williams went 5 1/3, gave 3 runs, 5 base runners, 6 Ks. He gave the 2 home runs to Chisholm and Caballero. Neither one a big-time power hitter. But outside of the 2 home runs, he pitched pretty well. Garrett Cole, the Guardians, give their lineup credit, man. The last 2 days, they have faced They faced Cam Schlittler, who was probably the favorite to win the Cy Young. I know it's early, and Garrett Cole, who's an all-time great pitcher, hadn't given up a run in his first 2 starts and coming off the injured list. They got 7 base runners and 4 runs off him, 3 homers, only struck out twice against Garrett Cole in 5 1/3. And they hold on 5-4. It's 5-3 in the ninth. Cade Smith did give up a run in the ninth as Goldschmidt got on to start the inning. But that was it. He went 1-2-3 after Goldschmidt. And the Guardians win 5-4. I don't know how much you watched of that game, Dustin, but nice back-to-back wins for the Guardians, who are now tied for a season-high 9 games over 500. And if they can sweep the Yankees today, would be a season-high 10 games over 500. The pitching matchup this afternoon, Slade Ciccone and Carlos Rodon. Obviously, Ciccone has really struggled, and Rodon's been pretty good for the Yankees since coming back from the injured list a few weeks ago. So we'll see. But so far, great start to this series.
And how about Jose Ramirez now? Is just on fire.
He is, and they need it because he's their one superstar. They've got a lot of good young hitters, but he's the superstar. He's got to play like it. He's started to play like it. I talked about on Tuesday, I think it was either Monday or Tuesday. No, it wasn't Monday or Tuesday. It was Wednesday, which was yesterday. No, I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Dude, I'm with you. I don't know what the freaking day of the week it is.
I know.
Especially now that it's summer and my kids are out of school.
It's so crazy.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's crazy.
But I talked about Jose, how he's been excellent in his career at Yankee Stadium. So in the first game of the series, he goes 3 for 5 with a run, 2 ribbies, and 3 doubles. And then yesterday, he goes 3 for 4 with 3 runs and a homer. So he already had huge numbers at Yankee Stadium. First 2 games of the series, he's 6 for 9, 4 runs, 3 doubles, a homer, and 3 RBIs. So he continues to be sizzling hot. And another great sign, speaking of guys who have been hot, Kyle Manzardo, he's raised his OPS over 200 points since the start of May. Remember, he was absolutely terrible in May. His OPS is now, let's see. It is after yesterday's game. I believe it's now over 700. Let me just bring it up right now. Now, 700 is not great, but 720-something is league average, and he was well below that. He was in the 500s early in the season. Now he's at 736, which is just above league average. He hit another homer last night after hitting one the day before. He's up to 7. Rhys Hoskins hit his 6th homer. He's been getting hot. DeLauder and Bizana, who have been mostly good, especially Bizana lately, neither one of them, they were 0 for 8. But Ramirez, Manzardo, and Hoskins get it done. They were 8 for 11 between them with 5 runs scored, 5 RBIs, 3 home runs, and a walk. Those guys did all the damage. Martinez got a hit. The bullpen pitched well. Colin Holderman's become a weapon out of the pen. Another perfect inning for him with 2 strikeouts, settling into that 7th inning role after picking him up. So, again, bad weekend against Boston, but outside of that, the Guardians have played mostly very well and have played great in these games, and I'd love to see them sweep the Yankees on the road. Not easy to do. And in fact, if you look at it now, the Guardians are close to the best record in the American League. The Guardians are 36-27.
How many games back?
The Rays have the best record in the American League at 36-23. The Guardians have played 4 more games than the Rays. They have the same amount of wins, 4 more losses. So they're 2 back at Tampa. The Yankees are 36-25. So if the Guardians win today, they're tied with the Yankees for the second best record because the Yankees would be 36-26. And the Guardians would be 37-27. The Yankees would have a winning percentage edge, but essentially they'd have the same record. Guardians, they're playing really well. They've been balanced home and road. Their run differential is not amazing. It's only +7, but that's as good as anybody in the American League. Outside the Yankees are +92. They should probably be a lot more games than 11 games over 500, but. Anyway, I mean, they're a 2.5-game lead over the White Sox. The Tigers, who have probably the best roster in the Central besides the Guardians, are 11 games out. They've won 3 in a row, but
they're cooked, aren't they?
I think so. You never know. I mean, we thought the Guardians were cooked last year.
Skubal done for the year?
No. He'll be back. My guess is late June. You know, I don't know if they wait till the All-Star break. We'll see, but I think he'll be back before the end of the month.
I don't know, man. That's 25 and 38. It seems like that could be too much to come back from, right?
Well, they want to bring him back because if they're out of it, they got to trade him because he's a free agent.
So they need to pitch a little bit so they can show.
Because, if they're going to trade him, they better get a lot for him, even though it's for only a couple of months. But some team would do it. All right, let's get some comments from the fans. We'll spend a little time on the Guardians too, or on the Browns too.
We got to talk about those Josh Hart comments for just a second, though.
Oh yeah. We'll get back to that in a sec. A lot of happy birthday wishes. Thank you everybody for the birthday wishes. Appreciate it. Mr. Chairman of the board, Jose starting to do Jose things. Yes, he is. Mark says MVP of the series is Kyle Manzardo. He has been. He asked if we have any updates on the Emmanuel Clase, Luis Ortiz situation. There are no updates there. It's going through the legal system. I can't imagine there's any way that those guys are ever going to play again, but you never know. We could hope for the best. It's certainly not going to change during this season. So there you go. All right. Let's get back to the basketball first because I forgot. Go ahead give me your thoughts on the job.
Oh, it's just funny. I was listening to Carmen and Lima this morning too. They were talking about it. They kind of led with it. Josh Hart took a shot at Kenny Atkinson last night after the game, talking about analytics, and he kept saying, "Well, analytically we did this, and analytically we X, Y, Z."
Yeah.
And they asked the question: Is this going to be another one of those like Cleveland jokes that we don't live down for a long time?
Yeah.
And I kind of think we might.
Yeah, I mean,
as long as he's our coach.
Yeah. Well, Kenny Atkinson, for those who don't know, said after the series, basically said, well, analytically, the series should be tied 2-2, right?
Yes.
So, which was a very embarrassing comment. And, I was out for those couple of days, so I didn't get a chance to talk about it. But people were obviously very angry. And then he said, Josh Hart said, analytically speaking, we weren't there for Game 5, so technically they're up 3-2, analytically speaking, when talking about that. But what did he say something else?
I mean, he took a shot at the unathletic white guys who love analytics. And it gets them into basketball and sports and whatever. I mean, I don't know. They got to take a shot at the white guys. I mean, come on. I mean, Andrew Barry's pretty sure Andrew Barry's not a white guy.
Hey, he's definitely not a ball player. He's definitely an analytics nerd.
But he did play football.
He did. D1? I can't believe that. It's shocking. Andrew Barry played D1? I didn't realize that.
Princeton?
Yeah, it is D1. That is hard to believe. He does not look like a D1 football player.
I don't know. I don't look like a D1 football player.
Now because you got so skinny. But
this is what I looked like when I played D1 football.
Were you this thin?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you look more of a player than he does. But yeah, I mean,
whatever.
You don't look.
I'm
like
just saying. No one ever thought that I played football.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like even when I was in college at Ohio State, people just couldn't believe I was on the football team.
We've seen players even in the NFL. Like, who's that little receiver the Browns had? Remember, he came in studio. We're like, who's this kid? And he was on the Browns.
Oh yeah,
I can't think of his name.
That?
He didn't play for very long, but they had that.
I don't remember. Oh God, who was that guy?
Let's see, 2014 Browns stats. Now it's gonna drive me nuts until I can think of who it was.
White guy or black guy?
He was a black guy.
It wasn't Hawkins, was it?
No, not Hawkins. I'd remember him. Let's see, receiving yards.
It was 2014.
I don't remember. I'm not sure if it was 2014. No, it wasn't 2014 because I'm looking at all the receivers. And
who were these guys that were on the Browns?
Let's see, maybe 2015.
Taylor Gabriel?
It could have been. I got to look at him.
It might have been Taylor Gabriel, dude. Because he's 5'7".
Taylor Gabriel. That's him.
168 pounds.
That's him. Yeah, it is. I looked at his picture.
Taylor Gabriel.
Yeah, he was 5'7". He's listed as 5'7", 168.
So tiny.
And I remember he came in studio, and I don't think he was there. He was there for another show, maybe for Baskin and Phelps. And like I saw him, and I was like, "Who's this kid?" Like I didn't know. I thought he was just, I didn't think he was a. And then like that's a guy on the Browns. That's kind of crazy. Somebody asked if Myles Garrett addressed the fans, and he, I heard. Did you hear his press conference at all with the Rams?
We just showed the clips. Remember yesterday we didn't actually hear. I didn't hear the audio, but I saw the print. Of what he had to say.
I did hear he had some. He was asked, was it a no-brainer when you heard about to approve your no trade clause? And it probably was in real life, but I thought he had a really nice, thoughtful answer. He goes, "No, it was not a no-brainer." And ultimately, I wanted to come here and I wanted to win, but he made the point of saying it was a tough decision because I'm part of the Cleveland community from a Cleveland standpoint. He was, I'm sure, ready to be done with the Browns. But he made the point of saying, whether it's true or not, who knows? But he did make the point of saying, hey, I was part of the community. I had friends in my neighborhood. You make friends with your neighbors. The fans meant a lot to me. So whether he's full of crap, I don't know. But it came off as real. Obviously, he was going to accept the trade. He wanted to be off the Browns, but I'm sure he has some love for the city and people he's met here, just like anybody else.
For sure. For sure.
And he wrote that letter that he posted, and it is what it is. And unfortunately, now the Browns and the fans have to move on. I mean, it's going to be tough seeing them, especially if they make a deep run in the playoffs, which is very likely. But because you want it to happen with the Browns. It sucks
100%
when you lose a great player. I mean, it's painful. And we and Cleveland fans have lost great players, even in the last 15 years. You've lost the best basketball player ever twice. Well, the first time LeBron left was more than 15 years ago. But you've lost him twice in the last 20 years. You've lost the best football player you had in Myles Garrett now. And, in just the last 10 years, you lost, the best or second best hitter you've had recently in Francisco Lindor. So, that's been tough. And obviously you lost a bunch of Indians players in the early 2000s.
All those great pitchers.
Yeah. Lee, Sabathia, Tomey. Yep. List goes on and on. So it's tough. It's tough when that happens, and especially in football where it's much easier to keep your players. Myles Garrett had to be traded, and ultimately he was. And Andrew Berry better turn that trade into a quarterback at some point. Because if he doesn't and the team doesn't turn it around in the next couple of years, he's going to be the GM that made the worst trade in the history of football and then traded one of the best players in the history of football. That'll both be on his resume if he can't turn it around. All right, folks, you see on the let's bring up the trivia, guys. There's a fun thing we're doing now, and we're going to give you 5 trivia questions, and you got to answer them very quick. You got 15 seconds to...
Yeah, how does this whole thing work, Bull?
Yeah, so you go on you click on the... what do you call it? The QR code. Or you go to the website. You see it there, trivia.betriversnetwork.com. And you could answer the questions. And there you go. Right now it's just for fun, but it may be for something more eventually. And they're fairly easy questions, but you got to answer them quickly. So it's 5 questions that you got to answer quickly. So click on the QR code. Or go to trivia.betriversnetwork.com, and we'll see who can answer them the fastest, and we'll take it from there. All right, thanks, everybody, for joining us today. Please hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Dustin and I will be back together both Tuesday and Wednesday next week because I'm out of town Thursday and Friday next week. Sean King will be in the podcast with me on Monday. We'll get his thoughts on the Myles Garrett trade. Thanks to Levi and Alex for producing. We'll talk to you all soon. Where else but right here in the bullpen with Adam the Bull, brought to you by Bet Rivers. See you guys.